Hey everyone. So I just wanted to go over everything from my medical gastric sleeve from my pre-op just to when I came home. So I was required to 5-day liquid pre-op diet. Basically have clear liquids, broth, water, light, yellow, that kind of stuff, and also protein shakes up until 3 days prior to surgery. And then for 3 days, I just had the pure clear liquid and also had to take all acid. That was not very fun, but, it is what it is. The only thing that was hard for that was my first day. First day, I wanted to guzzle anything in sight. The second day, I had more control. And honestly, with my pre-op diet, I was really able to evaluate my relationship with food. And, I just learned a lot of really cool things. So the day before surgery, February 26th, I weighed in at 280 pounds, went to work, came home, drove down to San Diego with my boyfriend, and romantically shuttle from the clinic at the airport there and drove over to the border, got my labs taken, family history, that kind of stuff. Everything was great. They drove us back to the hotel. And then from there, I had to go out for dinner. I guess the food there was very good. Broth was fantastic. But my boyfriend really liked what he ate there also. So next morning, woke up, had to be in the lobby by 9 a.m. to meet the others to head over to the clinic for surgery. Once we got there, just put on your booties because everything was all nice and clean, and uh, just head back, put gown on, and IV in, stuff like that. Me and my boyfriend was really before surgery until I gave him my phone. Then his hug headed into the operating room where they, hooked up my vitals and next thing you know, I'm talking about surgery, not surgery, sorry, sports. I mean, with the anesthesiologist, and then I'm waking up in the recovery room. So, personally, I was shaking and crying and calling for my boyfriend. But I know that everyone handles anesthesia, the anesthesia is different. After I was able to get up and move, they moved me into a room just right around the corner where my boyfriend came in and he was able to try to rub my back. And because you do have gas pains, because they have to fill your stomach with air to, it's one of the relief tasks that they do. And so basically just trying to help with the air bubbles and, walk as much as possible. For me, I was not really able to burp. It came out the other end. But just different little things that, would help. I walk back and forth, pick a gas up strip within 15 minutes. He walks me and I walk for at least 15 minutes. What I did learn is that for me, when I pound on my chest and walk at the same time, this really started to try to break up those gas bubbles that would develop in my chest. Huge lifesaver for me. I noticed that I was the only one who was walking more, and some of the others that I didn't really have a lot of pain besides the gas. That was just more discomfort, really. And you know, the staff was really nice. The nurses were great, and pretty much, you know, they didn't really have much to say other than that. I did keep sitting up that night, which was really great. But partially for me, I just couldn't get to sleep because there was this woman who was going through withdrawals from Vicodin and having the surgery and stuff like that, and she just was, I'm gonna die, and you're just like, I'm sorry, but there are more people here than you, woman. If you need to scream, I'm going to die, spin it into a pillow. I want to be sympathetic, but at the same time, it's like, I can't speak because of you, and that's just really not cool. But it was, I was trying to be as understanding as possible. Didn't say anything, it was very nice to hear through the whole trip. It just was very frustrating the first night, especially when I just felt like I needed to sleep. So, my boyfriend had to leave that night, but next morning I got up and because we had to go to the hotel to check in again. And basically what happens is if you are with someone, then you pay for your own room. If you're not, you only pay for the first night, before surgery, but everything else is included in your cost, and you share your room with someone else. I was lucky I happened to not be sharing with someone just because it was an odd number. But, for me, I was very grateful because then any comfort, stuff like that, I could just, suffer by myself and not have to worry about being too quiet or not moving or something like that because of, having a roommate. Because I know I would have worried about that. So we went to, after that all, happened, I We got there, I slept, and then we went back later to the clinic. We were parked in the same area for fluids and medication. And then we came back and I watched some TV. There's actually some English on, the TV, but I don't know, other than that, I just fell asleep. Next morning, we woke up, the night before we had been greeted with a little blue dye, like 8-ounce little water bottle that we had to drink for the next morning for our leak test. Honestly, really not that bad. People say it's horrendous, but yeah, not pleasant. But it wasn't like gagging, can't get any more down. Like you don't want to, but at the same time, it wasn't that bad. What I personally did is I brushed my teeth and my tongue and everything really well. I actually did it several times throughout the process, just to try to keep that layer of toothpaste there to help with the sensation. And then I would, because at the front desk you can get like otter pops and juice and jello and stuff. And so I would chase it with a shot of the otter pop to help with it because it would just keep better on the back of my throat. So it really wasn't that bad. So, and then I set a timer and say, okay, at this time I had to drink some more because you're not going to be able to just down it at once. Now, there was a guy who was able to down it in 2 shots, but I wasn't brave enough because I didn't know how my stomach would do to be able to do that. So, other than that, I got everything down except besides, 1 or 2 more swallows. I got to the clinic, just really wasn't feeling well just because my stomach was so full. So when I got into the x-ray, I stood on the little platform. They handed me another little cup. I had to drink this clear stuff, and honestly, that was horrid. Die, really not that bad, but that stuff was horrible. But you have to do it. You just get it done. It's over just like that. But for me, it stuck to my throat, and because my stomach was so full, I told him, like, is there any way I can wait? I just feel like I'm going to throw up if I take any more liquid in. And, he's like, no, you have to do it now. And so, basically, as soon as I stepped down, I ended up throwing up into, the trash can. And I felt horrible because I couldn't stop. But as soon as I was able to get some water in me, that really helped, especially to be able to try to get that taste off of my gag reflex. And I think that was part of it why I had a hard time. So, other than that, I felt great. Some people went shopping that day. I chose to not. And just ended up sleeping some more. Then we went back that afternoon to get our drainage tubes out, and felt a huge relief once that came out. It wasn't like it was really painful or anything, but you don't realize how much pressure is on your stomach until you're able to pull that out. So, it just came out. Basically they tell you to breathe, and it looks like for me, it's like say you have like a piece of spaghetti stuck in your throat, and you're having to pull it out, and it's just like weird sensation. That's what it felt like for my stomach. Not too bad. And then they removed the IV, and to be completely honest, it wasn't. It was that previous night, Thursday night, was the last time I had pain meds. I haven't had pain meds since then. I haven't needed them. So I guess I've just been really lucky. And so, I went back that night to the hotel and just hung out, and I moved as much as I could, but I just slept as much as I could also. And, the next morning woke up bright and early, took a shuttle back to the airport. From there, my boyfriend met me, picked me up, and he took me home. It was hard for me to ingest stuff that week just because I was nervous, but also I wasn't hungry. Still had not been hungry. So you just have to learn little by little what you can get down because it is essential that you get nutrients in your body. So pretty much, I think that's everything that I experienced that week of my surgery. Already, so I started at 280 pounds, and as of this morning, I weighed in at 267.2. So, let's see, that is a week, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 days after surgery, and, it's just crazy how much I've already lost. So I'm going to see if I can find this do the math. 280, yeah, so 12.8 pounds, that's crazy for me to lose that in just 10 days. So, I'm really happy so far. Again, no discomfort. My incisions are being a little funky, but I think I've gotten them, healing all right now. So, again, just, let me know if you have any other questions, because there's a lot more details, but I was trying to do as soon as possible. Just, again, just give me any comments, or give your responses, or however this all is, if you want to know more. Have a good one, everyone.